Hello there from the three-chord kid who's going to make his breakfast snack, which will be bacon, lettuce and tomato with a bit of mayonnaise on paninis, and the paninis are just warming in the oven there. If we get back up here, pan out a bit, we're getting all in. I have everything ready to go, so let me just show you first what we've got going on. If I can get that a bit more, I think that should do it. That's the kettle boiling. What we've got so far, we've got the teapot with boiling water in, so we're just getting that ready to be the right kind of temperature. We've got some really good air dried middle bacon. This is British middle bacon. So what we're going to do with this is, I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and just nick it round like so in certain places. Makes it easier when you fry it. There we go. Now I've got a tiny bit of olive oil in this pan. I'm just testing it to see if it's warm enough. It's getting up now to these, so we're going to gently add the bacon. Now those who watch my videos know that I like making videos about mundane things, everyday things that we all do. Now I'm feeling a bit tender today because I drank a fair bit of wine last night. I had a stressful day. Okay, there's our bacon in the pan, like that. Just make a bit of room there. I should have used my bigger pan, but it doesn't matter. It's rock and roll, good to go. Okay, so we're going to bring that up to heat because this is an electric cooker, and as you know, electric cookers are fucking rubbish. So we're going to bring that up to heat. And soon you'll hear that sizzling away. Paninis are just nice and warm there in the oven. Just bring that down to the lowest temperature. Let's have a look. Where am I here? Yeah, we're getting that. I'll just do a little close up on the actual bacon there to show you. There it is in the pan. Ready to go. Good to go. So while that's doing that, I'm going to slice my tomatoes in half, or tomatoes, depends where you come from. They're just bog standard tomatoes because I'm going to fry the life out of them. And all we do with this is just cut it in half. I like to use the pulp out of them. Right, so I can hear that bacon start to sizzle now. Let's just get that, make sure that's okay. As it tightens up, shrinks slightly, there'll be room then to welly the tomatoes on, like so. They got there, I think. As we go, we'll just make a bit of room. Now yesterday, this is what I wanted to talk to you about. Yesterday, I went on a speed awareness course. I was coming down the motorway and I was doing about 10 miles over what I should have been. Camera caught me, this is in November, and my life was stressed out to fuck. So I got the ticket and the chance to go on a speed awareness course. It costs 79 quid, like, it costs more than a fine, but they don't give you any points on your licence. So, after a lot of deliberation, loads of it, in fact, I decided to go. Now, knowing what I know about the world and how it works, I know that those fines are illegal. Of course, nobody else is interested in that. So it was a 4-hour course, sitting in a poxy hotel in the outskirts outside Liverpool. I elected to go at the 8 o'clock in the morning till midday one. believe you me. And there was a lot of people there. But you can hear noise, by the way. We've got loads of workmen in the building and they're working outside on the next flat. So they're drilling holes and stuff like that, so there's a lot of noise, I can't help it. And I don't do chit chat. I really don't. I like full on interesting. I believe that we should enlighten each other. None of this sitting there going, in the way of the good and all that, or the red shit. I'm not interested. I'm interested in someone who is going to enlighten me. There's no fucking point otherwise. And with all these hang-ups in mind, I set off at 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday. So that, because it said if you don't get there on time, you can't do it, so I set off early. Needless to say, anyway, I did it, and I have to say the people that were doing the course were really nice. They made you feel comfortable, they weren't condescending, and you do forget things. I think we all think we're driving right and all that, but they're going to make you aware of speed, and that's what we did. So I've got no qualms about that at all. Except one section near the end, eco driving, okay? How much, our carbon footprint and all that. The world is warm enough. The world isn't warm enough. It's doing what it always does. It's all a fucking scam. But of course, I couldn't say that because you just look like a swat. So I just nodded and said, oh yeah, right, the world's warm enough. Up and down. Temperature's going up and down. It's been going like that for fucking centuries. Anyway, it's done now. So the last thing I've got to do now is, and I've escaped everything anything, is to get my licence changed to my new address here, which I haven't done yet. And then I'll have escaped all that past the rubbish and shit that went on. So I'm looking forward to that. And on this subject of being enlightened, I don't know why people insist on talking shit, chat and shite. Well, I do, because most of them are fucking pick. You don't know anything else. But it bores me to death. Making polite conversation, it just bores me to death. There's no point. I don't see any point in it. Now I know I'm a moaning bastard, I know that. That's life. I'm enjoying this. I love cooking. What happens now is this takes a stage where the bacon starts slightly burning and then we can really get into a good start. So what we're going to do now is, I want to pause this now while this bacon cooks off a bit. And we should be laughing. Tomatoes are starting to look like they're going to turn out good. So let's just pause it at that point, okay? I'll go in and give you a little close up of what's going on there in that pan. There we go, see? A little close up of that. And we'll pause that at that point. Hello there folks, we've reached that point. Here we go. Look at that. James, do I like it? And now what we're going to do now is make the tea to go with this, and the tea can be brewing while we're doing that. So let's just go in there. Let's take a look at what I'm about to do now. That oven can go off as well, because we've done that now. Okay, we want 1, 2, 3, 4 spoons of tea, and it's a very small spoon this, that's why it's 4. Just refresh the kettle. Let's add our water. There's an art to this. Tea is fantastic. There we go. It is a fantastic, and I always say fantastic, don't I? Cup of tea that we're just going to let brew for a bit now, there. While that's brewing, you're going to sort out the panini. So let's get a nice plate. Okay. And on this bit now, what we're going to do is, let's just bring that there. I'd say if I put that there, it'll be cooler. Take the paninis out. There's the paninis. Now, in this little bit, what we're going to do, they're just warm. That's all you want them to be warm. You don't want them to be too hot. Just enough. So what I'm going to do now, if you excuse me leaning everywhere, is, I think I've shown you this before, what a great knife. Not a lot of butter, only one bit, just to give it that nice buttery taste. Just spread it around a bit. One of these is probably enough for anyone, but I'm going to be a greedy bastard today. But I'm just feeling a bit tender. I hope this is going to sort all my worries out like so. Here we go. Right, all we've got to do now is sort out. First, I forgot this, mayonnaise. I've had every kind of mayonnaise, organic and everything, but in this country there's only one mayonnaise that works great, and it's good old Hellmann's mayonnaise. It's just the best taste of mayonnaise, I don't know why. Now you don't eat this every day, so you know, it's going to be a bit rich, and you don't eat it every day, so it's alright now and again. Like that. Okay. Bacon is down there now. Let's take a piece of bacon. Look at that. It's just fantastic. This is the way I like it. Some people would say you burnt that, and you probably would be right. Now we're going to take good sponging of that tomato. Look at that. See how rich that is? And we're going to put that on there. We're going to do the same with this one. Just take away the skin. So you're left with the pulp. I'll do that on there actually. Let's see if you can see that. I'm going all over the place here, and I'm going the wrong way about this. Hang on, let's get over here. Yeah, that's it. So what we're going to do is take off the pulp. There's this. See it? Leaving us the lovely rich tomato. Some more, see? It just comes away. This would be the best way to do this actually. Okay. So we took off the pulp, take the pan away. Okay, get this back over here and I'll show you just how good this is going. Camera went off there, sorry about that. So there we are. See that? It's almost there now. So what we're going to do now is add this pulp to the last one. That goes like this. On there. And on there. Now we're going to break a little bit of lettuce. Like this. Onto that. Some more here. Just going to break that in there like that. I'm going to take some white pepper. I'll just put a bit of white pepper in, I like plenty. Okay, bang the lid on. Like that. And like that. And I can't wait, I've got to taste it. I have to taste it, let me just taste it. Oh, dragon going to heaven. That's so good. Next thing, good cup. Good sauce, I can find one. On it. Time to plunge the seed down. Oops. I did that last time when I did this, didn't I? I'm really looking after myself here properly. There we go. Seed ready now. God, that looks good. Oh. All we need for this is a touch of milk. Let's get a touch of milk. Don't like a lot of milk. Basically a teaspoonful I like. Some sugar. One of my favourite old spoons. This is my sugar bowl, great, look at that, isn't that cool? 2 sugars because I'm in the need of sweetness this morning. I'm just going to taste this now. Oh, that's so good, refreshing, isn't it? That is perfection. I'm going to go and have my breakfast now. There you go. Bacon and tomato paninis with lettuce and mayonnaise and white pepper, and a fantastic, actually, I've just looked, it's got to look, I don't really want more milk, but I want it to look right. That looks right. A nice bronze colour, see? Oh, look at that. I'm happy with the simple things in life, you see. You've got to find interest in loads of mundane things, otherwise you go down a bend. Oh, that's to die for, I really mean that. Anyway, hope you like that. Give that a blast yourself, and I'll catch you later.